What if Boros Convoke wasn't the best deck in Magic the Gathering Arena? In today's video, we will be dethroning the Convoke deck, reclaiming the meta, and having a ton of fun while we do it. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. My name's Hello Good Game, and I'm pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video. Playing with Boros Burn, an alternative take on the most hated deck in game. Now, don't let the color combination scare you away. It is a complete rebuild that doesn't use any of the same spells. Fear not. Within our video, we'll do our best to break down the deck in depth, discussing the strategies and synergies in hopes of providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively and efficiently, in which we have personally an 80% win rate. It is burning, baby, and this is in our diamond rank, which we will demonstrate the deck in, okay, against the best decks as well as players in game right now. Furthermore, we will wrap up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, and channel news. Again, thank you all so much for supporting me along this journey. If you want to help out, boop, boop, leave a like. You can leave a comment as well. Subscribe to the channel for future content, new decks every single day, and of course, join that community Discord if you want to stop by and say hello. Let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are, Boros Burn, baby. 60 card standard, best of one, with a 2.4 average mana value, in which we will utilize 24 lands. There are only 7 creatures in deck with 29 non-creatures. Taking a look at our creature base, first and foremost, the Heartflame Duelist. A 2-mana, 3/1, instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. This is pretty cool, right? So this can help sustain us against any of the damage that we will be suffering via the aggressive meta. Okay. Furthermore, it will have an adventure at instant speed for 3 mana, Heartflame slash, dealing 3 damage to any target. Just, you know, really good card value. 2 spells and 1 card, you know, is 1 less draw that we now need to take, right? Rem Calorus Stalwart Slayer is our second creature in deck. A 3-mana 2/3 with flying and haste, and if a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent that you control, prevent that damage. And if a spell you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent that they control, it's going to deal that much damage +1 instead, right? So this is going to increase our damage output, which is really nice. The Duelist provides us with life gain off of our spells, which we've already talked about, which is really quite nice, right? So those are the only creatures we have in deck. Of course, we can make a Spirit token, a 3/2 with Quinterus Khan's +1 ability. It is for 5 mana, a 4 loyalty planeswalker, and whenever we cast a spell from exile, Khan will deal 2 damage to our opponent, and we will gain 2 life. Basically a burn engine in itself, which is fantastic. We can -3 discover 4. That will be from exile, triggering Khan, plus it's most likely a damage-based spell, which is phenomenal, even more damage here. And if you get to that -6, it's game over. Exile any number of target cards from your graveyard and add 1 red source for each card exiled this way, and you may play those cards this turn. Yeah. And alongside Quinterus Khan, we have another Planeswalker, Chandra, Dressed to Kill for 3, a 3 loyalty that can +1, adding 1 red source to our pool and dealing 1 damage to target player or Planeswalker, which is quite nice. +1, a secondary ability here, exiling the top card of your library. If it's red, you may cast it this turn. This is always nice to gain card advantage. And then finally, -7, exiling the top 5 cards of your library, and you may cast red spells from among them this turn, and you get an emblem with whenever you cast a red spell, this emblem deals X damage to any target, where X is the amount of mana spent on the spell, which is just doggone ridiculous as well. And if you get lucky, you get both Chandra's -7 in conjunction with Quinterus Khan's -7, and you know, you're just having the time of your life. Furthermore, we are building around the Virtue of Courage for 5. And whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards from the top of your library, and you may play those cards this turn, right? This is all the card advantage we could ever want. And of course, those cards that we exile with it will trigger Quinterus Khan, which is nice. And then, of course, we're going to be dealing damage with those cards, and that's going to, you know, just keep that cycle going where we're now drawing more cards and so on and so forth, right? Really, really cool stuff here. It is also itself a spell via the adventure Embereth Blaze at instant speed for 2 damage to any target, which is quite nice. Now, speaking of, you know, damage-based spells, we do have plenty of them in the build. 4 copies of Lightning Strike for 2 instant speed, 3 damage to any target. 4 copies of Lightning Helix for 2 at instant speed, 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. And 4 copies of Sacred Fire, instant speed for 2 mana as well, dealing 2 damage to any target, and you gain 2 life, recasting it from our grave via the flashback for 6. Play with Fire for 1 mana, 4 copies of this in deck as well at instant speed, dealing 2 damage to any target. If it was a player, scry 1. Okay, and then, you know, doubling down as field control as well as, you know, chip damage, which is nice, and the Festivities for 1 mana at sorcery, dealing 1 damage to each creature and each opponent and each planeswalker that they control, which is great, right? So this is gonna, you know, help us keep the field clean while triggering Virtue and, you know, just dealing damage to our opponent as a whole, right? And then Light Up the Night, 1 copy of this for 1 mana plus X at sorcery, dealing X damage to any target. It deals X plus 1 if it was a creature or planeswalker. You can recast it from your grave for 4 by removing X loyalty for 4, which is nice from your planeswalkers, right? So we do have that option here, but it is not a main focus, you know, just something to help you potentially get lethal if that is an option. Of course, we will utilize our Seat of the Empire, our Crucible of Defiance, along with a bunch of basics and some quick lands. We don't want to be slow. We want to be very quick all of the time. And yeah, like I said, we have an 80% win rate with this deck in Diamond 3 or Diamond 2, and just having a ton of fun with it. So I hope you enjoy. I believe it is really, really well positioned in the current meta. There's so many aggro decks, there's so many control decks, and you can shut down the aggro decks, the life gain, the damage. It's all removal if you think about it. You don't always have to deal damage to your opponent. Obviously, you'd like to, but you can, if there's any threats, boom, you busted. Boom, you busted, right? And then get to your opponent when, you know, they're out of cards in hand, and you can just still keep doing your thing, right? Because there is a ton of card advantage available within the deck. And then it's the control decks on the other end of the spectrum, right? Where they're taking it way too slow and you are able to ramp out and just put in all the damage. They're sitting on a handful of Sunfalls and Farewells that do absolutely nothing against you, right? So I do think as a whole, this deck is positioned really, really nicely. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, and let's kick back, relax, and play some Magic. Going first with, well, pretty good curve. Mountain in, play with fire up. Let's just take it while it's hot. I'll look for a 4th and 5th land as priority. Yep, just pass over again. They might have counter magic here. I'm going to fish with a Lightning Strike, not risking our Virtue. Right, if they counter that, it's just the Lightning Strike. If they counter the Virtue, it's the Blaze as well as the Courage, which isn't great. All right, so let's pass over again. We do find our 4th, looking for our 5th still. This is something worth countering, as it's a double card as well. Good value. We find it. We find the counter. Kind of sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. We find our 5th land as well, and we throw this in while uncounterable. They're tapped out. Play the Celestus. Additional counter magic. Probably. No. Graphics is weird. This is 5 big ones. 2 with an additional 3. Down to 8. Wandering Emperor is out, making a 2-2. That's going to take out Quinter's Con. An additional 2-2. With a land, 5 in hand. 4 after the Celestis. I was actually kind of kidding about that. It's maybe not great, as it does gain life. And, well, we don't like that. Oh. Additional counter magic? I hope not. Does the Virtue of Courage land successfully? Yes. They have removal. Get Lost is an example of this, right? Getting hit for 5, potentially with the land as well. It does not look like it will be activated. Down to 17. They don't want to cast, and that'll start the night sequence here, I'd assume. I mean, I'd prefer that they cast, in all honesty, but let's see. What is happening? Okay, yeah. So they're up to 9. Maybe we should have just started it right there, because that could have been counter magic that they picked up. Let's get after it. Please go through. Please go through. I mean, no more lives we can pay for, right? They might want us to pay for it even. Just so we have less mana on the turn. Memory Deluge. 3 available mana. Nope. Okay. Let's get really lucky and top deck 2 more 3 damage spells out of our 3. Or any damage, really. Or just some life. Alright, I mean, the Scry is helpful. Scry is helpful. Scry is helpful. Get out of town. We do gain access to 2 more cards off the top. If Quinter's Con remained in play, we would have won. Okay. This is pre-combat. No more lies. Now is your chance. Festivities out. This is potentially 2. No, they have more life gain and removal. Hot dog. That's a decline. I bet it's a good card. We are out of mana on the turn. Nice response. I like that. We're out of juice, and they're a control deck, so we could probably pack it up. That was our chance. There was a rejection, however, which happens. You know, it's okay. Very fun. I'm sure for them, it's always a great feeling as a control deck to be like, oh, no, not today. And we probably should have just festivitied and not conded and then tried to keep comboing off the top more, right? That probably was the play last turn. But sometimes you got to go get them. Big money, big money. Oh, nice. Big money, big money. Yeah. Down to 4, down to 4. No, yes. Land out. Courage is a go. Oh, the life gain, baby. The life gain. Should we have done it on the stack and try to get another card? No, because I think the Scry is worth more. Oh. I think we get it. I think we still get it. No way, homie. Look at all that burn. Look at all that burn, bro. Beautiful. I didn't think we were going to get that. I was like trying to be humble about the loss. Woo! Going first. Thank you. I guess we can keep the hand. For some reason, going first just now, not having a 1-drop, made me really want Kumano in the deck. It's not really super on brand, but kind of is. It does that 1 chip damage. And that's, like, enough, right? I'm going to not take that because I played the wrong land. I deserve to lose this match. I was preoccupied. Oh, wow. That's on me. 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 A million times over. Okay. We need another white source. Just take this now. Oh my god. That was such a misplay. They have another frustrating, which means we get for 6. Land out, Chandra out. +1. Again, our mana base. The auto tapper just wrecked us. Oh my god. The auto tapper was killing me yesterday too. That white source should have been untapped still. I'm just going to scoop up, I think. Good game. All right, going first. Let's keep 7. Looking for our 3rd land. And well, kind of hoping that they're playing a Boros aggro deck. Watch them still beat me. It's a good deck. Hello. That's an aggressive mulligan. But they're a Diamond 1 player, so let's see if it pays off. I think I'll just immediately take it. So they can't convoke. Can convoke less. All right, Gleeful Demolition in the house. And then no convoke. Chandra's out. With a plus. Hit them. And this should get us the win. With that aggressive mulligan and our early removal, easy. 4 cards in hand. Recruiter to kill Chandra. Yeah. Well, attempt to. You take her down to 1, right?
Party's over for you, pal.
Let's plus here. Put them for 1. Land out.
I'd love to.
I really should, but then Chandra's gonna get killed. Let's take out that recruiter and then play the duelist as a blocker. Three cards in hand. We've got a planeswalker. We've got a blocker now. Good game. Going first. Thank you. Thank you very much. This would just be so good with a Kumano on 1, right? It's a good card. It was a good card. It was a good card. Just getting... I take it now so there's no convoking. You know, it's very easy for them to do so. And do so quite quickly. And even here, I'm tempted just to play a turn back, right? Just so we can continue to kill this at 2 instead of 3. I know it becomes 3 with Rem, but what if they deal with it and... You know, again, less convoking. Okay. Rem is a go. Let's hit for 2, 18. Ending our turn here. 4th land. What? Pass that turn. Sitting on 5, 6, 7 damage potentially. Sure. They don't have enough to convoke the knight. Just drawing? A cute little picture, I'd hope. Let's hit for 3. Let's hit for 4. Land out. Hit for 2. Pass over. Hit for an additional 3. Yup. Down to 4. Knight is a go. They're tapped on the turn. We've got lethal. I'm the Boros deck now. Going first. Keeping 7. Curving into Rem. A lot of land. I'm 4's quite a bit, but maybe we can put it to good use. Meow. Oh, we'll be putting it to good use. Don't you worry. No scry. It's fine. I'm gonna pretend I'm a red deck. Phoenix Chick is a go. I think we just leave it there unless it's a Monster's Rage. I'd rather kill the spear. Chick hits for 1 to 19. Soon. Soon, my love. I will attack? I mean, what's the play there? Kumano still gets us because it's an enchantment. This is going to get raged out, so, you know, I didn't really want to block it, right? Chandra out. +1. Hit them. Kill the chick. Just 4 damage, which isn't great, but whatever. Let's hit them for an additional 2. I hope they don't have haste. Who are you kidding? Of course they do. Never punished. Never punished. Let's draw Adelphia. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
This is a fun idea.
So now we are defending this? I guess. Kumano hopefully doesn't have an attack. If it does, and they're looking to put a rage on it or something, then we can interact with it. Fine. Whatever, dude. Holy. So that has to hit Rem because it can't hit us or Chandra in that equation. Give me that virtue, homie. Another land.
We should all follow our hearts.
Well, I'm going to save festivities if we do get a virtue. Get these freaking lands out of here, dude. Come on, Shandi. Give me the big stuff. Give me the good stuff.
Who needs a plan?
Okay.
Just improvise.
At least it's something, Mac. And she's at 7. She could potentially mine us here. Hey, hey! Oh, they're using their spells to mitigate her loyalty. You love to see it. Big money, no whammies. Oh.
Come on, Sean.
Oh. And that's 7 mana, so we're going to hit for 2. Thank you. And play our virtue. Oh, yes. That's as good as game. Just kill us this turn. Chandra to 4. That's fine.
Hey, you better not ruin my dress, buddy.
Chandra can now begin utilizing her plus ability. It's going to draw us a card through the virtue. Generate 1 mana.
Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Nice. Let's gain some life about it. Exile 3 additional cards to play this turn. Of course they are. Pay the land. Hit with our Virtue for an additional 2, drawing 2 more cards. Not really drawing, but you know what I mean. And, well, here is an additional 2 with Play with Fire. Helix stays. We're going to get it and whatever lies underneath of it, and then Helix hits for lethal, and we draw some more cards. Nice. On the draw, let's see if we can do it. Hey, me too. Like, why can't I pass? I swear I clicked it like 3 times. Okay. Boros Epicure is down. Hitting for 1. Warden is down. Tapping itself. Kind of annoying. It is what it is, though. We just kill it on sight. I'm going to pretend I'm a mono red deck. Again, take it now so there's no convoking. Just get, you know, whatever. Get out of here! Hit for 1 to 18. Yep. Oh, wow. I'm going to pass over. Duelist is up. Okay. The engines are primed. Let's see if we can strike. We need to get lucky. Hopefully there's no knight here. Are you kidding? Of course there is. You shouldn't let them have 5. Oh. Do they convoke them? I mean, whatever. We still take them. We take them all. No. I'm about to end this individual's whole career. This finna be brutal, homie. As long as they don't play a 2 toughness creature here off their 1 mana. That would annoy me. But it... They deserve something, I guess, right? It's going to be the Warden. And it's actually going to go to 3, probably. But I need to kill the Knight over the Warden, I think. That's pretty good still, though. That's still really good. It's not as cut and dry as I'd like it to be. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So we cast this for 3. It hits for 4. But that would be all 4 of our mana. Oh no, but we only need to deal 3 because end the festivities. So X equals 2, it does 3. So we can actually take this now. Oh, okay. Such a dirty dog. I mean, math is hard. I've probably done it wrong. But I'll certainly try. Clean it up. And then X equals 2. We could have also used Sacred Fire. I wasn't doing that math, though. You know, whatever. Probably should have used Sacred Fire. It costs less, and we gain life, and we got to save our X equals spell. Probably should have saved it. Whatever. Duelist in play. Sacred Fire the Recruiter. Land out. 4 cards in hand still. And we know what this deck can do. Scoop it up, baby! I told you, I'm the Boros deck now. On the draw, 2 lands. But, I mean, like a pretty good hand, right? Playing slow, though. As are they. Ooh. No instant speed on 1. Let's open up our instant speed on 2. yet. What are they playing? There's no way. They're definitely a control deck, right? Let's get in there. Straight for Chandra? Or just hold up your Heartflame? I don't think holding up Heartflame here is bad. You know it's removal. Rem is not going to survive. Chandra won't either. Yeah, just hold up the Duelist. I'm coming over! Nice. Land in play. Chandra out. With a plus, play the Duelist. Hitting for 1 to 14. Duelist is active. Alright, so here comes some of that removal we've been forecasting. Down to 14. We still have a ton of work to do. Okay, that happened. Fell right into that, didn't we? Certainly did, Hugh. You certainly did. Rem is out. Let's hit for 2. Sacred Fire active, instant speed. Let's take it. Potentially 3 unless removed. Down to 9. Okay. Let's hit. Down to 7. They're on the stack. Let's go. That way we get more damage. It is removed though. Mana dump. Then cast for 6. That might feel bad if we lose, like, we'll see. Down to 4. I'm sure they've got life gain. We just need a hot top deck. We know they're going to remove this. Let's pass over. It would just be a get lost, right? Into another lockdown. Hilarious. You've gone wild. I mean, typically I would cast the Virtue, but we just needed the land instead. They could have emergency life gain. Land off the top, land off the top, land off the top. Shuffler's fine. And turn. Are they gonna tap out here? Thank you. Thank you very much. Salute. Needs more Sacred Fires. Good game, homie. All right. All right. A decent deck that is performing really, really well for us. Let me pull up the stats here for everyone. And full disclosure, I shame scooped one of these matches. I misplayed my lands, and I was just like, it's not happening. I'm out. So with that being said, maybe it's a little bit better of a deck. Maybe, you know, I just had really good luck, and it's nothing to do with, you know, my skill set. Even my camera disagrees with me. It's like, nah, I'm out, dude. You gonna pull that? I'm just putting in. I'm not even putting in my 2 weeks. I'm just done. Oh my god. So, you know, I think a deck that at the very least deserves a little bit more of our attention, right? Put in some games with it. Let me know how it performs with you. You know, maybe you think of a way that we can help improve it, right? As a whole, obviously, you know, it's not just myself that's looking to win games. Everybody is. So if you have any thoughts, comments below. Appreciate it. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A couple of my own thoughts, I guess, before we leave. I was thinking a shock. You know, 2 damage, any target. I mean, play with fire strictly better, but you know, it's just an additional spell that goes great in the deck, obviously. And, well, Chandra's Hope would be pretty cool, you know? copying our spells, helping us draw literally unlimited spells, I feel like, and the minus dealing damage to stuff is pretty cool as well. So, you know, that's what I'm bringing to the table. A great deck that dominates the meta, some potential adjustments to start the conversation within the community as a whole. And, you know, thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. I appreciate all of your time and attention. I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next.